Welcome back to Road to Kerbin, and you find me in the science area. Last time we landed on Lua in a few different places and completed some tasks, so I'm just looking at what to do with the science. I think this episode I want to go and I want to get a sample of that moon because it looks interesting. So if you're interested, please join me. Right, welcome back to the science type area, and last time, or the time before I think possibly, I said that, you know what, instead of just going beelines down the different trees here for different techs, we're going to try and sort of fill them in. So I guess that means we're going to have to do aviation. So we'll do aviation. And there's me 145 for something on this tier. Now I could go heavy rocketry. I could go, what's that? That's fuel lines. Oh, that would be useful. I would quite like fuel lines and fuel ducts and drain valves and bigger tanks, but I suppose Lua doesn't really need them. I do want to land and I want to come back, so either advanced sort of orientation control thrusters. Oh, mech-jeb. Have I got mech-jeb? I didn't realize I had. Oh yes, I do have mech-jeb on this one. Or we could do this. I think we're going to go for this because I want landing legs. And I like the idea of another bit of science equipment, and that's a landed one. So we're going to take that. We do not have enough for another piece of science there, so let's go and have a look at some other stuff. Alright, so we're here in the administration building, and we have finished the Lua probes thing. We've finished it. We've done it, done, sorted, finished, gone. Right. Must not have orbited Lua because we finished it. We finished that milestone. So now we've got the Lua program. And this says, now that you've proven you can get a Kerbal to orbit and back, we need to continue to break new barriers. Or we have a choice of nearby bodies. Yeah, we've done that, yeah. So effects, we get 400% more funds to milestone gains for Lua. We get 80% less for other bodies. We get increased likelihood of receiving contracts for Lua. We need to plant a flag on Lua. A penalty of that for not doing it, a penalty of that for not doing it. We get some money. Okay, we'll do that then. We'll have the Lua program. Is it like the Apollo program? Can I just not have it? Oh yeah, I need to confirm it. Yes, I want to activate that strategy. You should really look in the middle of the screen when I'm trying to do that. Right. Let's go and see what missions we've got. Right, we still have our Lua scanning missions to finish. We're not in a hurry to do that, but it would be nice if we got them done. We've got Carter von Thingy Doodle What's It still orbiting around Rhode, and we've got Ellie Rosen still orbiting around Rhode, and they've got four or 5 years to go, so not a big worry about that. We have the Lua program active. We've got space for 2 more contracts. What have we got? Do a crewed land and return on Lua. Okay. Perform a manned return from orbit of Lua. Oh, that's nice. We'll like those. Perform a series of orbital maneuvers in orbit of the home world. We could do that as well. When's that going to be? That's going to be expiring in 3 hours. We're not going to do that yet because, no. Gather surfaces by science from the... goo observation science. I don't want to... we could do that, but that's going to involve crew. So we're going to save that for our crew mission. Plant a flag, that's going to come later. Have I got anything about science on Lua? VIP, scan. Decoupler, suborbital, flight over Lua. No, I think we're just going to go today and do a mission for the mission's sake, for actually trying to do a sample return mission. So I'm going to go to the VAB and try and put together some sort of sample return vehicle. Right, here we are with delivery 1. So if you actually have a look inside the ferry, you can see we've got our return section at the top there. Then we've got a little bit of fuel to get it back to Rhode. Then we've got some of our science equipment down here. That'll all transfer its data to there. Landing legs, we've got some solar panels all over the place. Some parachutes on the side that we may or may not use. We might do a repulsive landing, we might not, I haven't decided. And then we've got basically our standard delivery stage. This is what we used for our other craft that went to Lua. So let's take this to the launch pad and see how it does, shall we? Right, welcome to the launch pad. You will find that I have put Smart ASS onto there because I want to actually use that for guiding this rocket a little bit. I'm going to try using that today. This is by far the biggest rocket that we actually have ever launched, mass-wise. So anything bigger than this, we're going to need a new pad, I believe. So let's see if this makes it. This may or may not have enough delta V. We will find out soon. Right, let's get going. So off we go. We're going to start our little pitch program ever so slightly to start with. We're aiming for about 60 kilometer orbit is what we're aiming for. So once we get up to about 100 meters per second, I'm going to start tilting over more noticeably, and then we're going to try and get into a reasonably good gravity turn. I think we're going to be tight on delta V here. I think it could be tight, so we will see. We have a limited reaction control wheels, particularly when we're onto this engine, because we have a lot of mass going on here and we only have tiny probe cores involved, so we need to be aware of that. So we're just going to try and edge our way up there and just keep trying to get up into a nice orbit. Hopefully Smart SAS will help me, but actually I'm flying terribly actually doing this. Right, let's see how we're going. We're going up nicely, I think. We are going to use all of this first stage and probably most of that second stage, I think, just getting up there, because we've got a lot of weight on this. I don't think we've launched anything this heavy before. Particularly that return section and all the science, it is heavy. We've got a lot of fuel going on there. We'll have to figure out the best way to actually save fuel when we're actually higher up. So we're going to start bringing it right down now, because we're in the thinner atmosphere. Bring it right down. I want it down to, I don't know, let's bring it almost 0. Let's just take it to 10 even. Let's get this sideways thrust going. Yeah, let's get it going. Alright, and then if we can just keep this going when we get higher up. Hopefully we won't need too much gimbal control on the second set of engines, I'm hoping. Going up nicely, that's good. It's good. We're looking okay, I think. I think we're going to be okay, probably. Right, second stage is go. Oh, and we're tipping down because we don't have... Oh, no. Right, that's one of the problems I thought we might have. We're still in the atmosphere and this thing's got no gimbal, so we're basically using reaction wheels. So we have to wait for it to spin itself back round, or the reaction wheels are going to take over. Right, I think we can. Now we have a chunk of delta V, but not much actually. I suppose this top stage is so heavy that the delta V in this is just not really there, is it? So we'll have to see. I think we might have enough for orbit. It's going to be tight though. We're not going to have much left. Alright, let's have a look. We can actually get rid of that now, and then we can, let's have a look. We are about a minute away. Let's get our engines going. We can try and get some engines going here. If needs be, we can always transfer fuel around, but I don't really like doing that. I don't really want to do that because it seems a bit of a weight. To be fair, we might as well just use this engine in that case and just transfer fuel between them. So if this one dies out, this one dies out. I think it's dead weight either way. So how are we doing? 40 seconds to go. We're still trying to get some speed up, trying to get into orbit. This is actually, if I fail on just getting into orbit with this is going to be embarrassing. We are climbing, the periapsis is going up and up and up. It's now a case of what finishes first. The delta V that we've got on this stage or our altitude. We're still climbing. We've got 20 seconds to go. We could do this, we might do this actually. Yeah, it's going to be tight though. Still holding on that marker actually. Yeah, we're still on the 0 marker. Right, let's see. Closing in. I hope we're going to be alright. We may have to put a little bit of pitch just into this, just to pull us back a little bit, give us a little bit of height when we're going up there. We'll slow down our approach to our apoaps just a smidgen. Let's do a bit more. Let's get a bit more involved there. Get a bit more aggressive. Okay, get a lot aggressive because we need to hold ourselves. This is not the most efficient of profiles to get to orbit. There we go. We're back above what we need, so we can drop this all the way down to, oh, I think about 5 now. 5 should be good. Yeah, we're holding it. Our thruster weight is below 1, which is always difficult. This is a bit of a just hanging out there. If we can get into orbit with this, I will be happy-ish. I think I will be happy if we can get into orbit with this. I won't. I don't think we've got enough delta V to do what I want on this mission, but we're about to find out, I suppose. Alright. Okay. That to there. And I think we're about to finish on that burn. Right. That's a problem. And there we go. That's as much as I want to do. Right. Let's get some of these solar panels out. These will come off when we actually go in for our landing. So we know they're going to come off. We've got extra ones on the side just in case. We're going to arm these side parachutes as well. Are we going to arm both of them? You know what? No. Because I might do a break. I might do a braking turn. Right, so now we need to get ourselves into a collision course with, well, not collision course, into a visitation course with a lure. We don't have signal because I have not extended the antennae. Come here, antennae, thank you very much. Do I have signal now? Yeah, we do, good. All right. Let's put it about there. Let's go out. Whoa, this is going to be, we are going to be short on Delta V big time, aren't we? Right, let's focus view on that. Right, can I move you around and get a better interaction? There we go, that's what I want. Right, I think that's the best one. That's the best one I'm going to get. That's going to be 500. Right, it says I've only got 500 Delta V in that top stage as well. Now that's terrible. Now is this accounting properly because of parachutes and stuff? I don't know. This seems very bad. It seems like we've lost Delta V somehow. I'm not entirely sure. Right, I'm sure it was reading higher than that when I was actually looking at stuff. What's going on? That is very odd. Very odd indeed. Right. We want to pull this down. I want to scrape the atmosphere as much as possible. So we're going to get around to here. Inquisitive probers, no electricity. Wonderful. That's nice. Thank you very much. All right. The burn time is a minute. Okay. We're going to do the burn. And let's have a look. Let's get me onto the node. So, I don't know if these Delta V readings are right. It seems wrong to me. It seems, oh, I know what's wrong. Yeah, I locked tanks. Right, that would be part of the reason there. Yes. Right. Let's get to the right point. We want to be burning when? We want to be burning 35 seconds to go. Something like that would be nice. So we'll just get down to about 40 and then we'll fire everything up, I think. There we go. Right. And fire the engines. Fire everything we've got. Right. And I will not make you watch this too much to get the sound jumping from one side to the other there. We're going to speedy on up this a little bit. There we go. So, let's see. We'll slow it down when we get closer to the target. We are not going to have much fuel left though. Hopefully we can do some braking with parachutes and aero braking and stuff. I may actually disarm the parachute. I don't even know if I can capture. There we go. And there we go. Right. I want to go low. I want to go nice and low. So let's have a look at this. Let's put me on orbital prograde. In fact, we can turn that off, and we can do it with this, can't we? We can do prograde with this, right? Right, I want to get this just down into that atmosphere, and I think 10 is low. 10 is very low, but I'm tempted to go for it. Yeah, I think we have so little fuel right now that it's going to be required. What I'd love to know is actually what is the orbital speed around Lua, because that would be really interesting to actually know. Alright, here we go. We're coming in nice and low. I think 10's good. I think 10 potentially will have us hitting something though, maybe. No, let's go a little bit. Lua is very bumpy. Oh, that is low. That is low. That is very, very low. Let's see what happens. So, what's my speed gonna be to get down to orbit? Is 180. So I could capture and then still save some and then 400. So that's interesting. What is my do that? Right. I think we're going to be going for it then. So we're on our way. Let us go over here, and we want to join the crew when we get to about there. So warp to there. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is nerve-wracking because I think we need a bigger launch pad actually for this sort of mission. In reality, I think we are a little bit under fueled, shall we say? Right. We need to be retrograde, and we're coming in. So, do we arm a parachute with the hope that we can do something? I don't know. Now this says that we're gonna spin back out. I think we try and do a little capture. I think that's what we do. Tiny little capture, and we're going to try and use every tiny little bit. There we go. That's 80. That is 80. I think we're going to try and do that capture burn. So that's what we'll do. We're going to try and just bring it in close and capture, and that's going to take a big chunk of that, and then we're going to be tight on the landing. Right, so let's go along. I don't want to speed because I think we're in the atmosphere, are we? No, we're not. We are not atmosphere. Is it 20? Space just above. Is the atmosphere down at 20? No, I thought it was 30. Am I forgetting everything that we saw in the last episodes? Space is still... Oh. Wow. Space just above ocean. Space just... Is it 15? No, 14. 12. 10. Is it 10? It's 10. Wow. That is a lot lower than I was expecting. Right. Is this doing anything to our orbit at all? Is it changing it? I don't know if it is or not. It feels as though yes, it is. We are losing some, but we're going to have to do a lot of passes to do this. Right. Okay. So this thing will slow us down. The atmosphere will slow us down. It's just not slowing us down much. So I may have overestimated the power of aerobraking potentially. So you know what? If I launch these parachutes now, we can't use them later. And so our surface speed is what, 600. It says 700 surface speed. So we need to lose 700. We need to lose 700 somehow. So we're going to have to do it through aerobraking, I believe. That's what we're going to have to do. So that's going to be problematic at best. Right, let's just do a little shuffle now. Just do a little shuffle. Alright, what's that done to me? What has that done to me? Right, we're in it now. That's good. No, we're not. We're not in it. There we go. Right, we are now. Right, this is going to allow us to do multiple passes. Okay, so this is going to be a multiple pass slowdown because we do not have the power to actually come down properly. How wonderful. Right, so let's just speed up through the atmosphere, getting rid of some of that energy that we don't need. And so this is predicting our cycles as we go around. Oh, that's interesting. So this is this like landing or orbital predicty thing that we've got that tells us you're going to spend a bit more time in the atmosphere. So hopefully this will actually take us out. So 600, 700, 800 to get to there. And how much do you need from there to get to... Oh, no, that's it. We may end up having to actually rescue our own craft. That would be embarrassing. So we might be able to get back into orbit, but we won't be able to get the samples back. So we may have to send another mission just to get them. Right. Okay. All right. Let's warp to there. Okay. I don't want to do that. I want to do this one. Warp here. And we're just going to try and Inquisitive. I don't really care about Inquisitive 1. I know its batteries are pooped. Right, take me to here. Oh, it came with a landing prediction there. Right, what here? Yeah, one of the big issues I do have with Kerbalism is when it warns you like that. I can go in and change it, but it's just Yeah, it's just annoying. Right. Right. Now the interesting thing is, I thought we were going to lose solar panels, and we've been into the atmosphere and not lost them, so that's good. What we're going to do, put the gears down. I wonder if that will actually increase our air resistance issues at all. That would be quite nice if it did. Right, let's get down there into the atmosphere again and see what's going to happen. There we are, 10 kilometers up. Right, are we now going to slow down a bit more is the question. So let's have a look. Coming down a bit more. So now our periaps is about 3.9 kilometers. It is dropping, so we may actually end up put some energy in to pull it up so we don't hit hills. Is one of the big problems we might actually have. Now we are actually losing. We are losing. We're losing energy, aren't we? And we're going down and losing speed, which is a positive. I just need to make sure we don't hit any mountains because they are quite tall, quite tall. Might be useful if we did that. Yeah, they are quite tall. Alright, are we going back up now? And we're going back up. So we've used up 500. Okay, so I think we can do this. I think if we deploy the parachutes, kill a bit of speed off, I think we can land this. In fact, we probably could have done it there. That was a really nice flat area. Right. Okay. We're going back up now, but we're losing speed. So let's have a look what we're doing. Oh, no, we are coming down. We are coming down. Right. Arms and parachutes. Oh, there's one gone. Do I have them on? Oh, I have both on. Right, okay. Whoa, I didn't realize. So it gets thick quickly. Oh. These parachutes are huge, by the way. They actually weigh a ton. I did not expect that. Well, we've done really well there, actually. Oh, my lord. So that second pass, once we got below about 4 kilometers, the atmosphere really thickened up. This bit here, really, I'm coming right down on the side of a mountain again. Right, what we're going to do is we could actually start the mystery goo there. You can actually do some mystery gooing. I don't think we're going to need engines for landing on this. I thought I was going to need them, but you know, we need to orientate these solar panels just a little bit because first of all, they're going crazy, but I don't want them to break off because we're in a thing. Are we going to be in a valley? I think we're actually going to go down in a valley. Oh, need to slow this down a bit. I think we're going to be down in a valley. We've got some science going, that's good. We've got electricity, that's fine. We've got enough electricity because of these amazing solar panels there that are surviving, even though they went through the atmosphere at like 300 kilometers an hour. Could put a little tiny bit of thrust on there. Oh, and we're down. Oof, I should have actually been more on it with the systems there. Right, we're down. Oh, now that's a good image. That is a good image. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that good? Yeah, that's an image. Right. We need to start up everything we can. Can we open another one of these up? Nope, because we've already got one running. Right. So I will let these run, and I will get right back to you when we've got some science done. Right, after 2 days sat on the surface gathering all the science that it can. It's taken a while because we've been in the dark for half the time, so the craft shut down. Delivery 1 is pretty much ready to go. We're just going to check, yes, it's got electricity up. We're going to make sure that we've actually got some antennas extended. Now, the plan is to actually leave the bottom part of this here because it has actually got another experiment underway on it. It's got a seismic experiment that's going on right now, and it will take a number of days to complete. But we don't need fuel for that. So what we can do is we're actually going to transfer some fuel into that upper stage because we want as much fuel as possible in there. We want to be able to do as much as we can with that upper stage. So that's going to be transferred across. Wonderful, like so. And we can access that. Now, interestingly, the delta V has not increased, which is very odd. So we're going to also shut down this bottom engine because we don't want it firing at the moment. Right. So we're going to use the mech jet. We're going to go up. We're going to try and get this thing into orbit, and then we're going to try and head back to Rhode. So let's have a look. We're going to go surface. We're going to surface. That's what we want. And we're going to get full thrust. We're going to then stage that. Now, next stage we'll stage this, and we will be off to the races, as it would be. Oh no! Oh, that's gone horribly wrong. Come on, get up. We had a bad take there. We have no operational SAS modules. Okay. That's not good. We're going to have to... how do I not have a... Oh, are you telling me we don't have a probe on this or something? I thought this said that it had SAS. Oh, come on. So... Oh dear, so we do not have any sort of control? No, we have no SAS. This is problematic. Because I don't know how I'm going to get this thing anywhere right now. We'd have been better off launching the whole thing. Oh dear. What I have forgot to do is actually put a thing on here. The plan was that this would actually have its own probe, and I have forgotten to put the probe onto it, which is problematic. So I think if this gets into orbit even, that's going to be impressive. Right, and we might be able to get it into orbit, but then we will have an episode where we're going to have to try and grab this thing. Right, well, I think we're out of the atmosphere there. Okay. This is an interesting approach to orbital mechanics, I suppose, isn't it? Right. Well, we're getting into orbit, although we're not. We're actually... Right, if I can get this thing into any sort of orbit, I'd be happy with it right now. That's going to be problematic beyond belief. Right. Let's have a look. What if we take it to here, warp to there? We've got persistent rotation, so I can't even cheat it. I'm not even going to cheat. I'm going to do this properly. Right, we need to think about... Right, where do we want to be? That's about where I want to burn. We're tumbling, that's where I want to burn. Right, about there. So, let's warp to here. Right, I'm going to try and get this thing into orbit without any control, with just throttle. That's going to be interesting, right? There we go, that's one more step. One more step. Come on. There we go, a bit more. We're getting there. It's just going to be tedious, isn't it? Oof, tedium. Now I suppose we could go like that. Yeah, that's better. I don't want to go too high because we potentially would end up exiting the sphere of influence of this, and then everything just gets crazy. Once we exit the sphere of influence of Lua, it actually becomes harder to get this craft. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Right. So all I'll need to do is get this into orbit and then send up a craft to basically direct it. Oh, I'm almost there. Come on. I think we've got it. I think we have it. Yes. Oh, that is superb. Right. Okay, so comments down below. What's the next step? I think this has got a lot of science on board. Let's actually have a look. What have we got on board? Can it tell us? Can we actually see what data have we got? We have 50 flying load material study. I don't know what that's worth. 2 18, so that's 20. That's 75, 80 science at least, and this craft's been on Lua, so bringing this back as well would actually give us even more, at least this top section. So maybe we need to get the grabbers. We're going to leave this floating around. How much science have we actually got? Did we get stuff for being on the surface? We've got 62. I need 90 because I need the grabbers, I think. In fact, the grabbers might be more than that. Right. we're going to leave this just orbiting like this, I think, spinning as it does. And I think we're going to have to look at, first of all, sending some crew on a free return next episode. And then we're going to have to get some samples, because before we send crew down there, I want samples from the surface. I want to know what's down there, what the ground's like, stuff like that. So I think that's what we're going to do. But yeah, if you think I should have restarted the episode, if you think I should have restarted the mission even, if you think this craft was wildly inaccurate, yeah, please tell me. I'm not entirely sure what I think I was doing. I've obviously forgotten a probe somewhere. Should have tested this, didn't. Equally, I don't think we'd have actually managed to get this craft if it did have a probe on it, although saying that we've got excess fuel, because quite simply, I don't think we had the mass to get it there with a probe on the top. So maybe I should have kept the landing stage attached. Anyway, I will put together a crew for the next mission, which is going to be a flyby of Lua, and until then, have a great one.